Happy Sunday, my friends. I'm so happy to be here to read an art book with you. Thanks for coming. Here we go. The Day God Made It Rain. This is written for you by Loyal Colbrecht, and the pictures are by Herb Halpern Productions. Thank you so much, Herb and Loyal. You make the Bible accessible for every age. 1 Kings 17 through 18 is where they base this story. The day God made it rain. A wicked man named Ahab was king of Israel. His wife was just as wicked. Her name was Jezebel. They worshipped Baal, an idol, a god they made of wood. They put him on an altar and brought him gifts of food. Very different than my God and yours. A servant of Jehovah, Elijah was his name, was sent by God to Ahab to talk about the rain. There's going to be a dry spell no matter what you do. Not only will the rain stop, there won't be any dew. The king became quite angry and called Elijah names. He told his men to seize him and bind him with tight chains. People don't like to be told they don't like to hear, huh? Before the men could grab him, God whisked him far away into a place where ravens flew to bring him food each day. Wow, he's a pretty brave man and very trusting in God. Next, God sent Elijah to a widow who would give the little food and drink she had to help Elijah live. Elijah found the widow and asked her for some bread. She said her food was almost gone and soon they'd all be dead. You need not fear, Elijah said. The Lord will care for you. He will give you flour and jars of oil too. Some sustenance for her and her son. The widow baked a loaf of bread, but just before they ate, Elijah prayed that God would bless the food upon their plates. He realized where all they had came from. The widow's son grew sick and died. Her heart was torn with pain. Elijah asked the Lord if he would give him life again. Wow. The son was soon alive and well. His mother cried with joy. She thanked and praised Jehovah for giving back her boy. 3 years passed by without a drop of water from the sky. The ground was brown and lifeless, the lakes and rivers dry. Elijah listened daily to hear what God would say. One day, God said, "Get ready. You'll soon be on your way. Go and visit Ahab. Tell him I'll send rain. All the hills and valleys will be fresh and green again." That would be happy welcome news. Elijah went and met a servant of the king who said that Ahab still was mad and wouldn't hear a thing. Elijah said, "Tell Ahab that I am here once more, and tell him God will send the rain that we have waited for." Please, tell him. When Ahab saw Elijah, he said, "See what you've done? Without the rain to grow things, there's no food for anyone." "It wasn't I who stopped the rains," Elijah told the king. "The Lord Jehovah rules the earth and every living thing. Let's have a test so we will know the one and only God. Let's see if Baal can make it rain on this dry and dusty sod." Do you think their wooden statue Baal can make it rain? Let's see. We'll all meet on Mount Carmel and build 2 altars there. Then you can ask your God if he has any rain to spare. Upon each altar, pile some wood and place a bullock there. But do not set the wood on fire. We'll start a fire with prayer. Wow, these are bold statements. He must be inspired. The morning sun rose bright and clear. The work was soon begun. 450 prophets worked beneath the blazing sun. They built an altar there to Baal, an altar made of rocks. And when it was completed, they sacrificed an ox. Elijah worked not too far away. He built an altar too. He wasn't worried, not a bit. He knew what God would do. God was the one who told him what to do. The prophets prayed that Baal would start a fire to burn the wood so they could show Elijah that their God was very good. They prayed for half a day or more, but it was all in vain. No matter how they screamed and yelled, their idols sent no rain. Elijah started teasing. He said, I have a hunch that Baal is either sleeping or somewhere out for lunch. The prophets grew exhausted and fell upon the ground. They stopped their noisy wailing. It was quiet all around. Elijah stood and raised his arms. His voice was loud and clear. The prophets listened as he spoke. His words reached every ear. Pour some water on this wood and on my offering too. Then watch the skies and you will see just what my God will do. What do you think's going to happen? Then, as they watched, Elijah prayed, God, let these heathens see that you alone are Lord of all for eternity. A flash of fire consumed the bull that lay upon the altar. It also burned the wood and stones and dried up all the water. Soon the air was filled with rain. It splattered everywhere. Elijah showed what God will do when we believe in prayer and ask for things that are right in his eyes. Have you learned the power of prayer? It's like our own personal phone to heaven. He wants to hear from you. He loves you. He knows what's going on, but he wants to hear it from you. Pray for his strength. Pray for his help. Stay hopeful, stay true, and be wonderful, special little you.